was gone, man.
You spoke on the black gatekeepers in Hollywood. Who are the black gatekeepers in Hollywood?
I mean, well, how Hollywood works to me is it hasn't changed from slavery days. Is that, if you give somebody an opportunity and have a platform to delegate situations in Hollywood, that's gatekeeping, And there's some good ones out there. There's some that'll open up the gate. You go on the side of the door and I'll unlock the door. And there's some that stand there with most of the people in this business struggle to get into business. So when they do get it and they get there at the gate, they a little mean. They like, no, not you, him, move, him. You stand there like, boy, I've been at this gate for 10 years trying to get in. And they said, come here. You run the gate now. Stand at the gate. You let all the black people in that you want. That's how the business is. Because guess what? If one of them dudes is making $100 million and you go in an office and they bring my name up and you say, I'm through. I'm done. I don't have a job now.
So if you saying if they're in the office and one of them executives say, yo, what about Mike Epps? Like, I don't like Mike Epps.
I'm done. And I got talent too, and I'm trying to do that. But
and Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Rakakadash, double honors to Apostle Elders, Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. Yeah, real quick, you can see what it is. You can see, what he's talking about. And the crazy part is look at Charlemagne trying to pretend like, I'm just curious about the topic. And Charlemagne knows exactly what it is. All these guys, they're in the entertainment industry, they know exactly what it is. When you get in that entertainment industry, that world around those producers and around these Hollywood people and these Amalekites, like Mike Epps is talking about, you have to play by their rules. You have to, they have to let you in. They're the gatekeepers and they do all the little shit behind closed doors, right? All the seances they do and all the fucking rituals that they do. And that's basically what Mike Epps is touching on. And it's crazy because, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, this kind of topic, this kind of shit would never, ever come up. But because the internet has become so flooded with truthers and these different people who put two and two together, right, including the Israelites, putting two and two together and putting it out there, now they're pretty much, the industry cats, they're pretty much saying what it is. And it's crazy because Mike Epps, this is the same guy who he did a mockery of the Israelites. And he did a mockery of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah's men. And then the dude he did the mockery with, that dude wound up dying. And then he wound up running into more Israelites out there in California. So, hey, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah sees everything. Hey, that's why the scriptures talk about fear the Lord. Because this is all this shit that they're doing behind the scenes that he's talking about. This shit is not a game. This is really serious. I'm gonna let the scriptures talk though. This is Ephesians 5, and matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 8. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to walk as children of light. Okay, we're supposed to follow the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability. Like you got Israelites, walking around with fucking bulletproof vests, dark sunglasses on. That's not walking in light. That's not walking in light. That's walking in deception. supposed to walk as children of light. Because the scriptures also say what? The children of this world are wiser than the children of light. So some type of children on this planet, they have to be those children of light that the scriptures talk about. And that's talking about the Israelites. That's talking about you being in that awakened Israelite state. I'll put it like that. Because you do have wicked Israelites. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. And that cuts a lot of these people who are in these industries, and they still try to talk about all praises to God and all this stuff. Well, if you really were giving all praises to God, your faith is in Him, your works matches your faith as well. You're not supposed to have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. You're not supposed to be in a fucking Greek fraternity, in a Masonic fraternity, in a cult, in a fucking, religious cult or any of that shit. Okay, brothers are supposed to be in the light. Because everything we're doing is being watched, it's being recorded by the angels. That's why I said that the unfruitful works of darkness. Yeah, these Edomites, they really believe that all this wicked shit that they're doing behind the scenes, all these rituals, ceremonies, all this crazy chaos and violence and wickedness that they bring on the earth, they really believe that that's going to continue their empire. When really, in reality, their empire is slowly decaying and crumbling and fucking it's sinking into the ocean through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Regardless of what energy they bring to it, everything is in the hands of the Most High. So all that shit that they're doing, all this TV shit, hey, when the shit hits the fan, it won't be no fucking TV. It won't be no internet. It won't be none of that shit. All of that shit that they've done, because that's what he's talking about in the interview, all, his career and all that shit. All that shit is unfruitful. There's no fruits to that. But rather reprove them. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. And hey, there you go. It's a shame. All these different wicked acts, I don't even need to say it. You can YouTube search it. All the different weirdo shit that these celebrities are into. It's a shame. Men bending over for men, women getting with women, people getting with animals, drinking blood, eating defecation. All that shit is shameful. All that shit, and that's why when Mike Epps start talking about that shit, it's the tone in the room. That shit start changing up. That's what's interesting. All these people, they got real quiet and real stupid when Mike Epps start talking about real shit. Because if they say the wrong thing, their career is on the line. And all of these people in the industry, I say it like that because that's the code name, the industry. They play by the rules of the game. From the rappers, the actors, all these people. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light. Wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest and arise from the dead, and Yahweh Shai, or matter of fact, I'll say Hamashiach shall give thee light. There you go. So you're supposed to receive that light. You're supposed to get away from this kind of shit. You don't even want to be, with this kind of energy. Brothers have different occupations and all that, but shit, you don't want to. Scripture say, well, what business have light with darkness?
Guess what? He's making the money for us, and whatever he say go. If he say that black dude over there ain't no good, he ain't no good. can feel that. And when I be in the show, I be like, something ain't right about that, because people treat me like I screwed their wife. And I don't know, I ain't did nothing. I'm like, man, something ain't right. They ain't clicking to me. You know what I mean?
Why you say that problem with you? Like, why? But, you know, you still get
Well,
great work. That's what I'm saying.
the work that I get it on my own. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference than having the business there for you. I don't have no friends, bro. I ain't got no Hollywood friends. Not one. Where I can say, if I tell you, like, opportunities back to back to back that's rich.
Or you can watch the interview yourself. It's actually a good interview, and Mike Epps is actually talking about a lot of real shit. I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit for that. But hey, the main point being all of this weirdo energy, all of this shit that these people are into, all that shit, man, it's gonna go out the window. It's gonna die off. It's gonna be burned up. Point blank period. Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. There you go. So these people come on national TV. They come on your TV screen. They do all this shit. And in reality, hey, and this is all a result of Bill Cosby being in prison. When, you know, keep it a buck, a lot of the women who came against him, the stories didn't match up, the dates didn't match up. It was total bullshit. So now these different black celebrities saying that they could get, you know, Bill Cosby, Mr. Perfect, now they're getting shook up because they you know, they thought they understood the game. They thought they could be true to the game and deal with Esau in the dark. But now they see how he did Cosby. They see there's no damn. This man is a fucking devil. I can't be friends with these people. This is gonna end up destroying me in the end. And they're right about that. It is. Every time you make a deal with the devil's always gonna try to fuck you and get over in the end. That's how it goes. That's why most of these so-called Israelites, excuse me, so-called Salaki. That's why all these Israelites, when they get into Hollywood, especially men, they can't leave clean. They leave out with basically they get exposed. You know, Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, it's a whole bunch of them. It's a whole fucking bunch of them. Those are the two that come to mind. What was another one I could say? Prince. Yep, all these big names, and it's more to come. That's another thing, you know. You know this is gonna happen again. It's gonna be more mess, more bullshit, more stuff to come. Hey, but that being said, all this shit is gonna get burned up, man. All this shit is gonna get fucking burned up. All the wicked shit these dudes are doing in darkness and trying to put it off as something innocent. They're gonna get burned up for that shit if they don't repent. So wrong.